Hello everyone, and we are here with NASCAR Heat 5 Career Mode. Didn't want to make you guys sit through the Dirt Series, so I just jumped straight to the Truck Series. And we chose to go with Thor Sport Racing in the number 88 Toyota Tundra. And my goal is to get through as many truck races as we can. And with this 2021 mod, I haven't seen anyone make a career mode on this, so here we are at Daytona having a start. And lap 1 starts for the first time in our NASCAR Heat 5 career mode 2021 mod edition. And obviously, if you came from my Roblox channel, I am a Roblox YouTuber, so I don't know if I'll continue this NASCAR Heat 5 career mode thingy series, but depending on how this does, I might do more of it as we get into the back of Drew Dollar right over there. And here we are on the back straightaway on our first opening lap of our Truck Series career. And you know, stage 1 and 2, 2 laps, as I'm trying to progress my way of relatively quickly up to the Cup Series. But I am not the most godly editing guy ever, so I'll try my best, as this is my first time making a NASCAR video, and here we are, P29, up to the line. But you know, finished the stage, P29, I couldn't get the car going, as we are getting ready for the start of stage 2, underway at Daytona, in P29, just behind Cram. I am not familiar with Truck Series drivers, so correct me down in the comments. But again, can't get the car going as we are P29, and obviously this is a 5-star ride. I would be able to get back down on the bottom, but we would go nowhere. However, on the last lap of stage 2, I would get a huge run and going to the inside of Pepper Peters, making it 4 wide for a brief moment, just still having a huge run, and I do not know where to make that run to. As my momentum quickly fades away, we are in P26 in the inside of Spencer Boyd. Can we get Spencer Boyd at the line? And Spencer Boyd gets us at the line. We finish P26 for stage 2. So stage 1 and 2, no stage point, not what we are looking for, but we know we are moving our way towards the front as we get ready for the final stage of Daytona. Starting behind the 26 of Tyler Ankrum, here we go, stage 3, final stage of Daytona in P26 and the side of Spencer Boyd, as I couldn't find the lane to the inside, as that is a very important and fast lane in this Heat 5 game, as we would settle behind the number 12 of Tate Fogelman, I think what he's called, as there will be a huge checkup on the inside as I jump to the outside. As we are heading into turn 3 and 4, we are losing a lot of ground in stage 3. However, on lap 14, we are making a moves. We are in the inside behind Cram of the 41. I have no idea what his name is. As we are moving forward, I realize that laps are ticking down. I pounced on that opportunity, took it 3 wide on Johnny Sauter and Tate Fogelman as we head to the inside of Haley Deegan. On the back of Chandler Smith, we go the outside of in Brett Moffitt's draft. Here we are, and we would clear Chandler Smith and go the inside of him, having a huge run, as unfortunately I bump into Jennifer Jo Cobb in turn 3 and 4. But this is not over yet, as I head to the inside of Jennifer Jo Cobb, catching the draft of the other pack behind Davis and Austin Wayne Self. And we would catch up to the 11 of Davis on the inside of the 22 of Austin Wayne Self, looking to make a move. And with 2 laps to go, we would go the inside of Davis 3 wide with Friesen, with heading to the back of John Arnemechek for Kyle Busch Motorsport, as we head into turn 3 and 4, heading up to the outside of Jonathan Nemechek behind Gilliland. And we would make it 3 wide for a brief moment with Nemechek and Todd Gilliland on the outside of Rabag. I do not know how to pronounce that. On the inside of Tanner Gray, and our run would end on Bon, I think is how you pronounce the name. Briefly on the inside of my teammate of Ben Rhodes for the 99, as our chances to win this Daytona race are looking bleak, as we are still racing for positions, having a huge run to the inside of our teammate of Ben Rhodes behind the 30 of Bon, however the hell you pronounce that, as we are looking to make moves, trying to get 3rd position as we draft up to him, looking to the inside of the 30 car, and he would get us at the line. We finish P4 at Daytona. Very good finish considering where we started and struggled. And we would get ready for the 2nd race of the season at Mid-Ohio. So obviously this is supposed to be the Daytona Road Course Real Life 2021 schedule, but however, this game does not have that road course, so this mod they put in Mid-Ohio as we nearly get into the back of Stuart Friesen. Surprisingly, no contact in turns 1. Actually we made contact with Cram over there. As we get into turns 2, I would make it 3 wide between Lassard and Friesen, and then I make contact with my teammate of Grant Enfinger as we go to the outside of Timothy Peters, and we would indeed clear the 25 of Peters in this back straightaway. As we head up into this turn, pretty good. Timothy Peters tries to lunge up in the inside of us. We thankfully chopped his nose off as I slip and slide at this turn. The 24 of Raphael Lassard to the outside of us. I once again slipped and slide to this turn, which I have no idea what they call it. I knock Lassard to the outside, 3 wide, Timothy Peters and Stuart Friesen. I apparently caused a caution there. We would finish P15 for stage 1. Definitely a lot of driver will be angry at us for how we race them. As we get ready for stage 2 going underway at Mid-Ohio. Definitely don't want to make that mistake and having contact with multiple drivers, as I make contact with my teammate of Grant Enfinger on the restart as I lunge up to the inside of Drew Dollar, going to the inside. I don't know if that's even legal in real life, going below that curb. Making contact with Smith, 3 wide with Timothy Peters as I get into the grass briefly there, and as we head into turns 1, going to get into the back of Peters as with my right side on the curb. Thankfully, I do not slip and slide on the exit of turns 2, and we would clear Timothy Peters coming into the turn, catching up to Parker Kligerman and Todd Gilliland. As the last 2 turns, I was pretty smooth to the inside of Carson Hocevar. Now to the turn, which I do not know where they call it, slipping and sliding. Enfinger, our teammate, goes to the outside of us as we go to the outside wide of Enfinger. Stuart Friesen passes us. We are losing position here as we head up to this turn. This is low-key my first time racing in the truck series in Mid-Ohio as we get briefly into the grass there. And to the final 2 turn as we catch up to our teammate of Grant Enfinger as we slip and slide. Once again, Derek Cross gets past us and we would lose another position to Timothy Peters. As on the final lap, we would clear Peters once again onto that curb. As thankfully, we don't slip and slide. And I made a mistake, missed my braking as I went wide, making contact with Shane Smith, slipping and sliding once again as Tate Fogelman looks inside of us. For a brief moment, we know we are not going to get any stage points in stage 2. As we get into the final few turns of this lap, I would get into the inside of Derek Cross for the 19 Toyota truck. And as we get into the final turn, Tate Fogelman gets to the inside of us, and we would, as unfortunately, Tate Fogelman will get us at the line. We finished P16 for Stage 2. As per usual, like the last Daytona race, no stage point in Stage 1 and 2, but can we move ourselves forward in the final stage? We will find out, as the final stage of Mid-Ohio is going to get underway, and Stage 3. Hopefully we will not make any mistake in Stage 3, as 4 laps remaining in the final stage as we get into the back of Derek Cross and Zane Smith, taking them 3 wide into the straightaway. As we head into turns 2, we would bump into our teammate of Grant Enfinger 3 wide with him and Tate Fogelman into the back of Austin Hill. As we exit this turn, we would be okay. No mistakes so far, as we do not want any mistakes. As we head into this turn, we would lunge up to the inside of Stuart Friesen into the grass for a brief moment, bumping into Carson Hocevar. Stuart Friesen smoking. After bumping into Friesen, we know he is not going to be happy at the end of the race. Unfortunately, I made a mistake, missed my braking zone, get into the grass and the sand for a brief moment, losing a lot of position, making contact with Drew Dollar and Zane Smith. As we get to the back of Derek Cross, we are being aggressive in this final stage as we want a perfect finish. Heading into turns 1, we would bump into Derek Cross. We would jump inside of the curb once again. I don't know if that's legal, but the game does not penalize me for cutting that, so we're still gonna do it. And we would bump into Tate Fogelman 3 wide with Zane Smith and Stuart Friesen. Actually, I'm sorry, that's Austin Hill. As we get into the inside of Stuart Friesen and this back straightaway, we would clear him, and then we set our sight on our teammate of Grant Enfinger. Into this turn 3 right over here, as we would bump into him, as I didn't slow down quick enough. As we get into this turn, I am damaging my truck here. Even our teammate of Grant Enfinger won't be happy with us at the end of the race, as I slip and slide for a brief moment, and I am still sliding into the grass, into the curb. Stuart Friesen and Enfinger passes us, but I lunge back into the inside, and I slip and slide, losing a lot of track position here, as I am making a lot of rookie truck mistakes on my first truck road course here. As we are heading into turns 2, we missed our braking. We head into the grass, nearly to the wall. Tate Fogelman in the grass as well. I once again lose position behind the 9 of Rawbog, whatever you pronounce the game name. Once again, we would get into the inside of the 9, catching up to Chandler Smith in this turn. As we are catching Smith, I got loose, unaware that Rawbog, the 9 truck, smacks into the wall, and the caution comes out. And it is time for an overtime restart. Once again, we are not making any friends on this track. Can't wait for angry drivers. As we head into the restart, I get into the side of Chandler Smith. My car is extremely loose from all the damage I made. Now we head up to the inside of Smith and Raphael Lessard. Once again, cutting the curb as we make contact with Chandler Smith, catching up to Drew Dollar. As I head up into turns 2, clearing Raphael Lessard, I would once again bump into Derek Kraus and into the inside of him behind Zane Smith, as we look to the inside of Zane Smith and making it 3 wide with Grant Enfinger and Tate Fogelman for a brief moment. As we head up into turns 2, we could still get a top 10 finish as we make it 3 wide with the 41 and Carson Hocevar, as we are currently behind Austin Hill. Once again, slipping and sliding off the corner as we are not clear of Enfinger as we head into this turn, which this is my weakest corner. I slip and slide right there, and we would clear Grant Enfinger. However, I would go a little bit wide and finger pounce on the opportunity. As we head into this turn, I miss my braking zone, once again making the same mistake, this time deeper into the sand, as we would lose a lot of positions. This race, I made a lot of mistake, not the day what we are looking for. As we head to the final lap, Hailie Deegan got past us on the outside. We lunged the inside of her. Her first full-time Truck Series ride in the number 1 for DGR Crossley. She would get us at the line. We finished in a disappointing P26. Now, heading into Las Vegas with a poor qualifying effort of P27 with 2-lap dash in stage 1, a short truck race. In the back straightaway, I immediately jump up to the outside thinking it will work, but to my surprise, it does not work in this game. So we are now stuck on the outside with a little momentum that'll take us nowhere. However, we get a huge run. We send it to the outside. Once again, not really working. However, on the back straightaway, we will make it 3 wide in the middle between Timothy Peter and Carson Hocevar, and as we make it 3 wide with Lassard and Tate Fogelman on the outside, we would finish stage 1 in P22. In P22. Again, not the stage finish we are looking for, but hopefully we can move forward as Jonathan Nemechek wins stage 1. As we are getting ready for stage 3 underway at Las Vegas, once again on the outside, which we do not want, as I find the opportunity to launch the inside as we did it, but the car is extremely loose. We hit the wall, and we once again are on the outside as we will tuck in behind Tanner Gray and the back straightaway. Once again, I took the outside like an idiot, and we would lose many positions. We are dropping like a rock. As on the final lap, once again in the same position as we head up into the 3 wide in the middle with Austin Wayne Self in the 30 for a brief moment as I launched the inside of Self and getting loose off of turn 4, we would finish P25 in a disappointing stage 2 finish. As we head to stage 3, once again, no stage points in stage 1 and 2. I know I want to make a statement that I belong racing a truck on a 5-star team in the Truck Series as we almost get into the inside of Truex, hitting the apron over there. As we, off of turn 4, we would get to the inside of Truex and clearing him on the back straightaway as we head into turn 3 and 4 as the O2 of Cosgrella lunges to the inside, and so does Austin Wayne Self, losing 2 positions. As the run goes on, hanging on to P26, bumping into the 1 car, Hailie Deegan, lunging up to her inside, and me and Hailie Deegan would have a battle, and finally, into turn 4, and the exit at turn 4, we would clear Hailie Deegan and set our sights on Davis. And a lap later, we would get into the inside of the 41 of Cram and into turn 4, and exiting turn 4, I hit the apron, got loose, Cram clears us off the exit, and on the next lap, we would try the same move, lunging up to the 41 of Cram's inside, and off the turn 4, we still do not clear him into the front straightaway to the finish line. The handling of this truck sucks, trying to hang on to a top 25 finish here at Las Vegas as I once again tried to launch up to the Crams inside, and off of turn 4, once again getting loose. We would still not clear him in the back straightaway, trying to side drafting him, and into turn 3 and 4, we would go into the inside and he would clear us out of turn 4. As the run goes on, the truck gets so loose. Hailie Deegan lunges up to my inside in the exit turns 2. Hailie Deegan would nearly clear us, but we still fought to turn 3 and 4. Up in the outside, Deegan would clear us, and the 9 would clear us as well. On the last lap, in the back straightaway, I would lunge the inside of the 9 and getting to the inside of Haley Deegan, trying to hang on for a P26 finish. Off of turns 4, we would drop down into 27th, and once again, a disappointing finish. In the beginning of the season, we are struggling. We are currently not in the playoffs. Coming into Atlanta, once again, poor qualifying effort, but you know, Atlanta in the Truck Series and the Xfinity Series, in this game, it's relatively easy to drive on it, so I guess we should somewhat have a good finish here. As we go 3 wide on the outside on the Young Motorsport cars, I settle in on the middle lane as Tyler Ankrum looks to the inside of me. Onto the back straightaway, the 26 truck of Tyler Ankrum will get past me into turn 3 and 4, and I settle in behind him as I push him around in the turn, and then I would hit the apron, get to the inside of Tyler Ankrum, and we will take the Young Motorsport cars of Tate Fogelman and Spencer Boyd, and then into Rafael Lassard and Drew Dollar into the back of Bond. I take it 3 wide with them two. Coming to the back of Jennifer Jo Cobb, Tate Cram, and Cobb. 3 wide in the back straightaway into turn 3 and 4. I would be clearing both of them into P16 as we getting out of turns 4 in the exit. Coming to the last lap of stage 1, I get behind Purdy and go to the inside of the 23 truck of Purdy, catching up to Chandler Smith and Austin Wayne Self as I settle behind Chandler Smith. If you guys haven't known yet, I never watched a single NASCAR Truck Series race in 2021, not even a race, so my bad if I get the driver's name wrong. As we head into turn 3 and 4, as I hit the apron, getting off loose, and I will be holding on to P14 finish in stage 1. My first time ever finishing in the top 15 in stage 1, as the last few races I finished outside of the top 20. And as we head into stage 2, things are looking good for me. Maybe we could get stage point in stage 2 as stage 2 gets underway at Atlanta. Today we are really making a statement that we really belong in a 5-star ride in the Truck Series as we head into turns 1 and 2. Chandler Smith will clear us. We settle in behind Chandler. And as I hit the apron and I get loose off of turn 4, thankfully still holding on to P14 as they are looking to my outside. Unfortunately, I lost some ground, but heading into turn 3 and 4, the car is getting a little bit loose. Chandler Smith on the top. We would look to the inside of him, and we would clear him to the start-finish line. And on the last lap, we would take Ryan Truex and Johnny Sauter 3 wide into turns 1 behind Parker Kligerman. And as I look to the outside, as my car is getting a bit tight there, and down on the back straightaway, I would thankfully get Parker's draft here. And as we get into turn 3 and 4, unfortunately, Ryan Truex will clear us, and I look to the inside of Parker Kligerman, and to the finish line, I would get Parker Kligerman at the line in stage 2. So still, no stage point in stage 1 and 2, but better finish than the last 3 races. As for the race, we might be looking at another top 10 finish on a mile and a half. As the third and final stage is underway, we are having a really stellar run today in Atlanta. 10 laps to go in this race, and on the straightaway, coming into turns 1, we would clear Parker Kligerman in turns 1 and 2, and on the exit of this turn, we would get into the inside of Ryan Truex, catching up to Derek Cross in the 19 Toyota Tundra. Into turns 1 and 2, we would bump a little bit into Derek Cross. Now that is a second straight race that we make contact with Derek Cross as we get loose off of turns 4, and I block Ryan Truex. and then I get loose again into turns 1 and 2. Ryan Truex gets to the inside of me and clears me, and I settle behind him. I think this might be my setup issue, as in the long run, the car always gets loose and uncontrollable as I look to the inside of Carson Hocevar on the top. And then I kind of get tight up to the turn, and Tyler Ankrum looks the inside, making contact with him. Thankfully, no wreck, as my car is still unstable. Into turns 1 and 2, trying to look on the inside of Kosgrala and on the outside of Carson Hocevar as I get a little bit tight now. My truck is always tight on entry and loose on the exit as we look to the inside of Kosgrala and Tyler Ankrum looking to the inside of me, making contact with them, and Tyler Ankrum would clear us off the exit. Then into turns 1 to 2, and on the exit we would get inside of Kosgrala, and we still not quite cleared him. He cleared us. We settle in behind Kosgrala, and then I sent it up to the inside of Kosgrala and trying to clear him, but not quite there. Coming to 5 laps ago, I got to the inside of Carson Hocevar. Still not quite clear of him yet, but we would clear him into the entry of turns 1 and 2. We would get inside of Austin Hill, hitting the apron, but thankfully I pulled a slide jump and cleared Austin Hill. Now into the back straightaway, trying to catch Ryan Truex. And sure enough, off the exit of turns 4, we would get to the outside of Ryan Truex, trying to look to the inside of Tyler Ankrum, making it 3 wide. In the middle, I am not backing out of it, and Tyler Ankrum backs out of it. No, not quite. On the back straightaway, still 3 wide in the middle. As we head into turns 3 and 4, Tyler Ankrum would indeed back out of it, and Ryan Truex would clear me for a top 10 position. Can we even hold on to the top 10 position? Into turns 1, I made a mistake, hit the apron, and now Tyler Ankrum would get back past me onto the back straightaway, settling behind Tyler Ankrum. But the fight is not over yet. I look into the inside of Tyler Ankrum into turn 3 and 4. Coming to 2 laps to go, I hit the apron once again, loose off of turn 4. He would clear us once again. 2 laps to go. Our top 10 hope is not over yet as we head into turns 1 and 2, catching up to Tyler Ankrum. And off the exit, we would get inside of Tyler Ankrum on the back straightaway, trying to clear him, and sure enough, we do, as we look into the inside of Ryan Truex on the back of Derek Kraus. Once again, I made a big mistake, hit the apron. Thankfully, I hold on to the top 10 position. Final lap is underway, and can I hold on to this top 10 position? I get loose into the turns 1 and 2. Tyler Ankrum looks to the inside of me as almost nearly 3 wide with Truex and Ankrum. I took his draft, and I would indeed clear Ankrum. Now into turn 3 and 4, I hit the apron again. What is with me hitting a mistake? Tyler Ankrum will clear us, and I will finish the race in a good 11th place finish. Coming into Bristol, I got pole position. Very good qualifying effort as I take off into leading lap 1 here, and we would never look back as into turn 3 and 4, we would win our first stage of our NASCAR Truck Series career. We might be looking at our first win in the NASCAR's Top 3 National Series. Heading into stage 2, it is about to go underway here at Bristol, and once again, we would drive away from the field in turns 1 and 2, into the back straightaway. Nobody has anything for us, and once again, into turns 3 and 4, we would get our second stage win of our NASCAR Truck Series first season. Led all the laps here and swept stage 1 and 2. Can we top it off of a win and lock ourselves into the truck playoffs? We'll see as we head into stage 3. We have been the dominant cars at Bristol and is about to get underway. The third and final stage at Bristol. And once again, the AI cars have nothing for us. And we have led all the laps in this race, heading into turn 3 and 4. And to the finish line, we would get our first win of our NASCAR career in the truck series and lock ourselves in the truck playoffs. First time attempting the burnout. Don't mind if it is dog water. Well, I just hit the wall over there. Don't mind. It's my first time ever doing a truck burnout. I mean, we'll just burn down the car and, you know, just do some donuts, you know, and park it here. Right now, we are locked into the truck playoffs. We are not sure if there will be more than 10 winners. If there is, we might have to get our second win to be really locked into the playoffs. Here is a point standing, and here is the playoff standing. Right now, we are locked in. Stuart Friesen out by 2, and Cosgrala out by 10. If you guys enjoyed this NASCAR content, let me know down in the comments below, and I might make a part 2 of this. See you guys next time.